A rapturous riot of flavour, succulent filling, creamy sauce. All wrapped up in the flakiest of flaky pastries in one or both hands.
Hello? Is this working? It is. Lovely. How are we doing, folks? I think I see a kitty cat. Hey, kitty. Thank you for being first. Thank you for claiming your daily sausage rolls. Please enjoy it with one or both hands. Hey, hey, how's your week been, kitty cat? I don't feel like I've seen you. How is your week? How's uni been? Have you got any food? What are we doing? How are you doing? We are going to play cities today, as we normally do on a Friday evening. And you just woke up. Let's go. Let's go just waking up. What screen is my thingy bob? That's the one. I am good, thank you, my love. I'm very glad it's the weekend. Work has been a nightmare this week, but I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it is over. But let's go just waking up. Oh, to be a student again. So, this game has had an update and it's got bikes in it now, which is very nice because we were kind of building a kind of Dutchy type thing over here with Dutch houses and Dutch train station. It feels very Dutch to be adding bicycles to it. I wonder if we'll be able to see anybody riding a bike right now before we do anything. Because I've literally just loaded the game up. I wonder. You stayed up to watch the Ashes and you went to sleep at 7:30. Cute. I assume the Ashes is in Australia then. I'm assuming they do it backwards and forwards so that Australia comes to England occasionally. Am I wrong in that? Have we got any bicycles at all occurring in the city at the minute? Probably not. No bicycles. No, nobody's doing anything. They're in 2023. Okay, I assumed as much. But what I want to do over here is I want to add some kind of like bike route around this area that goes to this train station. And then hopefully people will get on the train and go to wherever they need to go. Etc. What's happening over here? Water damage. Why has that got water damage? And I installed a mod that actually fixes my little achievements now, so I'm actually getting achievements. Why is that water damaged? Because it's where fish go. Is it just because it's too low in the ground? Who knows? Who cares? Who cares? How are the Ashes? How's the Ashes started, kitty cat? How is it going? Who's got off to a good start? How long does it take? Tell me some Ashes information for somebody who knows nothing about it. Let's go. You set your neighbour's house on fire. That's cute. Ida Tucker, she's wretched. We're day one into the first test. Okay. Did anybody screw up on the first ball? Did somebody forget their racket? You need an ambulance. Okay, that's nice for you. Did we add a I didn't think we actually added medical stuff over here yet. No, we didn't. So, do I want to do that yet? Yeah, we probably should, shouldn't we? We probably should. Not the first ball of the game this time. 2 people got out on their first ball. Oh, lol. I understand the basics of cricket because we played it at school, but hospital. A little kind of basic modern medical clinic I think is perfectly fine for this area. somewhere maybe like that where I'm thinking. But if we stick it like there, we will get these extra little bitty bobs. I'm going to upgrade this here to be highway. Do we need an extra lane, or an extra lane just for funsies? Just give them an extra lane for funsies coming in. But we don't have zoning, so we've actually got the zoning on this side here now. And only 2 people got hit in the head. Lol. Lol, head injuries. So let us say that you are going to do Empire Meadows for us, which may need to include this area over here, but we can adjust that easy enough. There we go. And what about fire? Fire's fine. What about police? Probably need some cops here, unfortunately. I'm going to put this elsewhere. Maybe up here. Maybe I'm thinking maybe a little road coming up here or something. Ooh, we're in the sky for some reason. So if we had a little road like that, and we can figure out whereabouts we could plop this, just so it's like behind all these houses and stuff, like that. I'm literally going to limit you to this area as well, just that we are being really specific. I want to grab these and set them to be that height there. Perfect. But that's kind of the basic setup here then. We got issues with our high school again. That is a high school there. Are you not operating correctly or something? Interesting. High school. Yeah, it says it's not going to do anything. I think something might be broken on that. There. Maybe, because it's that I would presume should be giving us this bonusy stuff. But it does not seem to be. Maybe a bit of a bug there. The old buggy wuggy. But yeah, if anybody wants to do song requests and stuff, please feel free. It's just got the basic playlist at the minute, and then we can jazz it up with jazz or whatever else. But let us have a little look-see at the cycling stuff, because I feel like we've got one person on a bicycle. Oh no, a scooter, beeping the hooter. Jeremy is on his scooter. He's having a lovely time. Where are you off to? He's literally going elsewhere, to a different city. Well, screw you, Jeremy. Screw you. Don't want to hang around in my city. Screw you. But what I'm thinking is we have this lovely grid and stuff. And if we used our little upgrade tools to turn like this road here into a cyclist friendly road like this, we could get them to get to the train station as I plan, but around this area really easy. So we come up this road. There we go. So we have a road that goes all the way around. What I might do is come up here. And what does the terrain look like? It's slopey. So I want this road to continue. But let's take it to that point. And we'll do the same there. And then we'll do the little right angle. And then this road here, which it connects to, comes out this way. But I don't think we're necessarily going to have roads here. What I think we're possibly more likely to do is turn this into some kind of cycle thing in this area, because my plan is to turn all that into a port. Maybe here we can actually extend this grid out here, but then in this little area we have some kind of park or something going on just for funsies. So let's get rid of all these things so that we can do that. How am I dealing with the cold? I'm dealing with the cold okay. I've not been anywhere outside. And as you know, kitty cat, I have a lovely radiator right here, which is keeping me warm and toasty. So the cold is okay. The garden's all frosty, but I'm alright. How are you dealing with the cold? I'm assuming you're having to go to uni and stuff in the cold, cold snow. Add a couple more of these in, like this. Have your window open when you're a PC and your hands go numb. Yeah, I hate that. I get really dodgy, chilly hands, but luckily I used to sit in, you can't see it on this camera, but I used to sit in the corner of the room that was right over there, and it was furthest away from the window, but for some reason it was always the coldest. Because of our stupid house. But I moved everything around and now I'm next to the radiator, so I'm nice and warm now. So hopefully my hands won't go too grey and numb, which is horrible. But yeah, so we have this road. This is our bike road. And if we connect it up to this road here, because you do have the ability in this game to ban cars or ban bikes from certain roads as well now. So what I'm tempted to do is ban bikes from these main roads, and anybody who's on a bicycle will hopefully use this bike route. There's a yellow warning for snow next week. Ew. You can go build a snowman though. That'd be nice. So, if we we do this, well, this is our little bike route, and then let's just keep it going out this way, like that, lovely, and we'll get it going through here. And then we have bike paths and stuff, and I'm going to use the actual proper bike path thing. Looks a bit weird. I think there is a bit of weirdness how they join up, but let's do that. Why are you doing that? Ew. We get rid of anarchy. Let's see if that does it makes more any sense. Okay. And then we'll do one over here. Like that. And then I'm going to do a kind of little fun curviness. Just to make it a little bit interesting. Like that. So that we have I don't know if we'll be able to see it on this. I don't need to open Road Builder, thank you. Can't really see it, but we do. There we go. We've got that doesn't show us anything because it's all green. Oh, we've got this little light blue route that goes around this area and stuff. And what I want to do before we start banning people or anything is connect this up to this side of the railway. And what I'm thinking is we have these little roads here that we could hijack this, for instance, and put a bridge in. So if we turn this back into a normal road, we can put bike lanes onto the sides of it then. Lovely. And then we grab our little pedestrian doofer and we can draw across. Let's just use anarchy. Like that. Lovely. So we got little bike bridgey bits. I wonder if we could should we put little bridges on? Like that. Little covered bridges so people don't get blown away as they walk across. Because what I want to do is get our little tool to ban bikes from coming along this road. I want them off that, off this, off all of this, off this road. It goes through here, so let's get rid of them off this. To like that or something, maybe not there, just in case. I don't think we need to do it on highways because they're already banned from highways potentially. But off this road, you're not allowed along here. You're definitely not allowed to drive up onto the highway. Don't know why we've got all these traffic lights along here. We certainly don't need crossings either. Oh, thank you. Oh, I think must have been auto-saving. And then along here, you're not allowed. And then, where does this road go? Here it is. So not along here. And most certainly not up there. Just as the basics of what I want people to do. Let's get rid of the crossings on that roundabout. Get rid of the crossings on that roundabout. Not got any other roundabouts, have we? No, lovely. So hopefully we will have a few little things. We might connect up over here as well, potentially. Might as well. But pedestrians can walk across this. Oh, no, they can't walk across this, in fact. Maybe then we do go back to using this. Like that, which is a bit strange, certainly with what it's done there. Just so that we get pedestrians along this as well. Because I didn't realise these bridges didn't do both, but they don't. So there we go. You live and learn. But there we go. Pedestrians on one side, cyclists on the other. Lovely jubbly. Here we go. Going for a walk. Who are you? Dunstan, you go for a lovely walk, my friend. And then let us do the same over here. So we will upgrade this to be a road. We will put bike paths on it. And then we'll come back over here and grab this and put that in across. Lovely. And I'm presuming that this has bike racks. Yes, it does. So we might not need to actually put anything specific here. Hopefully if people are going to come, they'll fill this up with bicycles. Doesn't tell me how many bikes there are. But fine. Bicycles, yay, bicycles. Does this area now have any kind of bicycle usage? No. Here we go. We are getting a bit of bicycle usage going on. And it is interesting to see that it's obviously the major routes and stuff that's getting used. I'm intrigued by that person who was going somewhere else, actually, because there isn't actually there's only like one non-highway connection, like here, and maybe one on the other side. So quite how that person was planning on cycling to an entirely new area. Maybe they were going to get on the train or something. Which reminds me, I think we need to hook this train station up. So let us have a quick nosy at what route's coming through here. Eastgate to Milford. Do you go straight to Milford? Train routes, Eastgate to Milford. No, you don't. Right, what I'm thinking... Oh yes, you go up there. And then do you go all the way to the right? Is that what's going on? No. We've got cargo route showing, even though I'm looking at public transport. So you go up into there, perfect. Amazing. That's exactly what it wanted to do. We will get you... Oh, that's a cargo term. I don't think it's a passenger. Oh, it is? You can have passengers on the train thingy as well. Maybe what we will do here is let us come into our train manager tooliness. We will pull you into here like that, and you we will pull into here. Let's get you on that side, please, or not. It's just getting confused, is it? Perfect, thank you. So we got the train coming in here now. And let us then grab it and pull it all the way up here, because I'm assuming it can come into here. No, okay. Okay, let's get rid of that then. Can I get rid of that? No. Okay, so that's not a pedestrian train at all. I thought they might be. Anyway. Oh well. If I mucked it up, are you unhappy with me now? You do go to the outside, which is lovely. Good. So let's just hope that that's working and not broken or anything. Then the next thing I want to do is we have to kind of look at the rest of our train stuff, because I don't think we're using our trains particularly well versus our buses and stuff, especially on this side of the city where we have train stations and whatnot. I think we could do with having a train station in here somewhere. to serve this area. And then rather than having our buses having to go all the way to the bus depot up here where we've got lots and lots of people waiting, we could get our trains to do a bit of a better job for us, perhaps. So we've got a train station here kind of serving this area. One over here would be helpful. And just kind of grabbing anybody that's in this area, and we can pull them in with buses if we want to or something. And then maybe adding another one up here to try and grab this area. Because we've got one here, which is kind of these people, and another one here, and we could have a little bus route that goes around this area instead. Actually try and use our trains a bit better. Get our transit working a bit better for us. I might delete every single bus route at some point and get them all working again. Because we could do with a passenger train station up here as well. Because we've got the train route coming through here now. And I'm intrigued if there's a smaller subway thingy bob that we could put in. Because we have got new assets. How's our port doing? 47 of 60, that's great. Lovely. So, I think we need to build a couple of train stations in, is what we need to do. We've got bikes going, and I'm going to leave bikes to see how the people get on. Because we can see folks here are particularly happy with the bikes. Once we can see where the volume is and stuff, because everybody's on the main routes and stuff obviously, but get them speeded up and whatnot. But with the traffic issues that we have, I think getting transit working properly is a good idea. So let's get train station in, and then let us let's then work out what we're doing. What's going on here? Okay, I built 2 lanes here for cargo. Whoa, that's a big long thing. Is this something I needed to sort out immediately? Because I think all these folks are doing right hand turns to get into here. Maybe this is something we need to sort out straight away, and I'm thinking we need to do one of my little switchbacky things. But what I will do is let us get these trucks doing a loop-de-loop or something off and into here, and into some kind of switchbackiness in here. Perhaps another little shipping thing. So let us come here and let us grab this, and we'll say very sorry to these people who run this timber yard. But we're going to make use of it. And then it's going to disintegrate. Oh, thank you, game. So useful. Thank you so much for your help. Just go away then, and we'll redraw it in a minute. So, what we're going to do is we are going to take out that. going to put it back in again. Just there. Well, maybe I'll leave it in for the minute, just while we're figuring out what we're doing. I'm going to now attempt to modify this area without it disintegrating on me. Because we need to steal this little bit of land, I think. Lovely. And what we're going to do is, she says, not really knowing what she's going to do, what we're going to do is get a highway road. People are going to want it to be coming out as well, so we do need to think about how we're going to get people back out again. But maybe we'll worry about that in a minute. Let us build a bridge. We've got a train station here as well, that's kind of annoying. Is it a tunnel? Do we go with a tunnel? I don't like tunnels. Oh, how nice, you're playing a relaxing
And maybe
game.
I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible
good.
cliche, but it's true.
Exactly.
I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Hey Elsie, thank you for cleaning your daily sausage roll. I'm glad you can see what I'm doing here. No fires. No fires. Thank you very much. Hey lovey, why are you not in sleeping beds? I know it's Saturday now, but anarchy again. And what we need to do is somehow you want to watch Annie do a race invalid. Valid. So what I'm thinking is we're hopefully going to get down to the right level here. Can't remember how deep I made it. You have bikes now? Yeah, we do. I don't know if there's going to be anybody to show you on a bicycle. First person to spot a bicycle wins a medal. There we go. I win. I win. I am the winner. Phoebe's going for a bike ride. She's got a helmet on and she's very safe. She's going for a bike ride. The bicycle's built for two. I don't think there are bicycles built for two. I don't think there's unicycles either. I think it's just generic. She's on a mountain bike by the looks of it. She's gonna go do some mountain riding, bike riding. You've got very strange arms, my love. Your arms look very thin there. There we go. Sleeve tattoo, interesting. It is a missed opportunity. She didn't even look at all there. She just cycled straight on. But yeah, bicycles. And they've got little bicycle bridges and stuff to get to the train station where, oh yes, people, great, are parking their bicycles by the billion. Should we get off this and go? See it. There we go. Lots of bicycle parking at the train station. So just thousands of people arriving on their bicycles and scooters. Make bike on your routes, we sure can. You've got little bicycle path thingy bobs to put in that only bicycles could go down, and you can restrict people from going on certain roads, so they're not allowed on this main road. But then they've got the cycle lanes on the side of this one and stuff. So all these people are getting on to their bikes to go on the train. So where are you going? Where are you going? This lady in this dress. Giselle. Hello Giselle, where are you going? You are going to Freystack Books. Interesting. Where's that then? Over here in the city. She is going to work, presumably. So I presume at the minute she's going to get the train to there, to the main train station. She's probably going to get a bus or something and go around, which would be fun. But yeah, so what I'm doing at the minute is I'm trying to sort out some train stationiness. And this train station here is probably in a rubbish place, so we can probably take it out, because I did put it here for people to get to work. And actually, while I'm looking at this, what I'm thinking is this little road that we've started building, maybe not the best place. Actually, what we should do is, because we've got all these trucks that are wanting to get into here. I know it was no hard feelings at all. It was very, obviously did not mean to set fire to a child in a game on The Sims, everybody. But it's funny. I was being funny. You know I was being funny. You were being funny when you were doing it to me. Everybody's having fun. Everybody is fine. It's okay. And quite frankly, I had lots of spare crowd control coins from Lee not having been live to Meteor City, so which is probably very fair. It was bad timing. There's a delay and everything. It's fine. Everybody's okay, isn't it? It's good. Let us figure out how I'm getting this in here. Because what we need... I didn't set fire to the child. I set fire to the person feeding the child, I think I find. There's a difference. There's a distinct, marked difference. I don't like tunnels. We're not going to do tunnels. I hate tunnels. Do I hate children? I like children. I quite like children. They're delicious. Wait, no. So let us put that there. That's going to be our bridge to get people in and out. And we're going to get this to have 3 lanes again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it here and we're going to come around and up like that. And then maybe have another road that comes out that way. Are we? Or are we going to do a proper trumpet? Maybe we should do a proper trumpet rather than complicating matters. So let's get that coming out a bit further. No, I like children. I would never actively attempt to set fire to a child, and certainly on The Sims it's an accident. But I'm clearly in for it next time I play The Sims, aren't I? Right, so that's 90. We do that to there. This is a bit weird in the fact that it's so close to that junction, but oh well. Wait, you're going back and forth trying to burn each other's house, don't you? Exactly. That's what the people want to see, though. We're just here to make content. It's fine. It's fine. We're just trading crowd control points with each other. It's all good. But here we go. This is what I'm thinking, is we have this loop-de-loop thing, which is a bit weird looking, but it's fine. And we will connect that up into here. Like so. Now, the only weirdness with this is the fact that there's a train line here. I'm hoping, though, that I could drop this train line down a bit, and then the roads can just go over the top of it. Perhaps. Because we've actually got quite a nice... We're coming in at this at the right angle, which is quite nice. So, can we grab these nodes? Gonna have to get rid of that and upset that truck. Node, 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 and then drops this down a certain amount, maybe like to there. Let's get rid of these trees. Small brush. Big strength. Get rid of that thing. We can just take these trees off of here. Thank you very much. Get rid of all these ones that have appeared on here now. And then let's make this a bit bigger. Because we're going to get rid of... No, we're going to get rid of all these trees here. While we make another of our little switchback things. Lovely. Let us get this reinstated. Bridgey bit over there. That's clearly going to have to go down further because trains are not that short. But this is where they're going to go in. And then there's going to be a road that goes across this way. And we do have to worry about people leaving as well. So maybe we will have some other way of getting them out. And then we've got another road coming out this way. And into there. And then this can come out like this. And I'm just going to draw it square for the minute. Well, not square, but straight like that for the minute. And then we can ditch that. I might redraw it to almost get to it, potentially. Maybe not. Nah, why bother? But it's got no power and water now, so let's hook that back up again. Would help if you have poop water as well. A poo pipe. There we go. Do we know if Annie's actually streaming this evening? What's happened there? Because I will definitely lurk while I'm streaming anyway. If she was going to go live. I know she was thinking about whether or not to. Cute. Well, I will do a little bit of lurking then as well. We'll sort that out in a minute because the trains will still go under there anyway. But then what I'm going to do is my usual little switchbackiness of just making stuff take the longest possible route through here, so that we can fit as much stuff in here without it backing up onto the highway. I wonder if people are just not coming through here now. Not quite right. Looks like a good opportunity. I can't wait to see exactly. This is what we want. This is the story arc we want to see. The people demand it. It's what the people want to see. So actually, what I'm going to do is redraw this a bit closer. So it looks like it makes a bit more sense. And we could have a little dead end bit here, maybe. But a little kind of bitty bob. I need these folks to work out how to get here. Are you being naughty? Yeah, you're being naughty. This is not what we do, folks. This is not what we do. Or maybe it is what we do. How can I stop people from turning here? There's no road there, exactly. Just because it's close enough that they've decided they can go there. If we put little retaining walls on here, like this, we put a little retaining wall on that. Will that convince people that that's not the way to go? Nope, apparently not. But there's a retaining wall there, and you can't possibly drive over a retaining wall. Okay, you good? You good? That's not how this works, you know. How about elevated? The bridge now. You can't drive off a bridge. That would be crazy. Nope, you can drive off a bridge. Okay. You've literally got a gorgeous way into this place now. We do need to figure out how to get them out again, but I think maybe we could just redirect this train line, maybe. Maybe we just redirect it a bit different and stuff so we can get into here and put some slip roads down. Trying to think of how to stop them from doing that right now, because I would like to keep this road here, to be fair, but maybe they're just making it so it's not actually possible. No, if I make this even more horrible, it's just like you're just flying now. There's a pavement here. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. How close is this road to here? Right, so let's get rid of this curve, because obviously that's a bit weird now anyway. Let us... let's get that back off there. Let's get this demolished. Let us grab this. And we'll just move it a bit further away. Because you still think you can get there. You're just going straight through. You're going up there. Okay. You are going into there. Right. Okay, nuclear option. There's literally no road there now. Do it properly. Come on. What I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to move this crossing further down here. And we'll connect this back up. We'll connect this back up again. We get our little dingy bob. Like this, perfect-ish. Got a guideline thing. Lovely. There we go. Lovely. It's kind of inside the there, which is a bit annoying. So we might have to redraw it again. Just to get it perfect. Like that. Those will go away. Right, they're now using that properly. Thank you very much. Lovely. Let us now, if we put a crossing, it's still going to be there. Maybe we don't get to have a crossing there anymore. Or maybe we could put one further up here, maybe, and it could connect up to this and stuff. It's not the end of the world at the minute. It's not the end of the world at the minute. Let's get rid of that doofer. We will come over here. Right, so what I want to do now is we've got to get folks back off of here and in onto this highway again. Because they're all able to go that way. Do we care about anybody going for that direction? I don't think we necessarily do. Or do we? Should we just make it everybody anyway? We don't need this actually, because this was our old route, so actually we are able to get rid of that because it comes in this way now, which is lovely. It helps us out a little bit. This could get dropped down. Question mark? We could drop the entire thing down, to be fair. Interesting thoughts I am having. If we were to literally drop everything here down, control the H it to that node. Obviously this is craziness now. It is way too low for a start. Or is it? Let's just check. Actually, it's kind of alright. It's kind of alright. Control H this and this to that now. This gets dropped down a touch. Then we come up here, grab these nodes. We can put it all the way back to up there as well, which is lovely. Actually, we can kind of get it to slope a bit better. I can sort this out. Actually, what we do up here is, it is lowered here, so we could just drop it all the way down, all along, would be amazing. And then it gives us a reason to be doing this. Control H that to that one. Control H these. Bit of crazy terrain that's going on. But let's sort this weirdness out. If we can find where the nodes are. I'm wondering if we need to literally just redraw this, but let's see if we can get away with moving this stuff. Lovely. So we've got retaining walls here. I don't want retaining walls if possible. But we can put some in if we need to. I'm not sure if it's actually going to let me do this. Or is it just because it's on that side? There we go. Let's get rid of this bridge which is confusing me. Because then, if we upgrade this to be falling two-way, elevated, please. We can connect this up with our highway here. I might pull it back really far over this way and do a big slow gradual loop into that there. And literally come all the way this way like this and do another big massive loop like that. And obviously it's created some garbled mess here. So we will, what I'm going to do is just chop it off where we know we're going. Asymmetric, wrong one. Lovely. Can we get this to do it properly now? Because I feel like the game doesn't like you being too close, because it tries to be clever and combine everything into one super giant nonsensical thingy. But so what we can probably do is move some of these things around, maybe. We're going to benefit from grabbing this and plonking it down like that. Excellent. But that does let people get in and out really easy. Let's get back to this. No. We are not disappearing under the ground. Thanks. Ta very much. So stupid. We're literally going up though. Right, this is going to need redrawing. Maybe it will help us out. Maybe the game will be nice. I doubt it. A little bit nice. Kind of nice. Can we just redraw these and it'll be nice to us again? What do you reckon, chat? Do we reckon it'll be nice? If we just redraw them rather than faffing with curves and upsy downsies and what's nots. No. It's a nice gradual sweep up. We can probably go a bit higher. Then this is gonna go back down to 2 through here. that. That needs more of a slip lane. That one's got a big enough one. This is a weird angle, which is a bit annoying. Do we have an extra node in here? Yes. There you go. Still a bit kinky. Here we go. Just don't touch anything. Never touch stuff. Never touch stuff. Bridge Central. Let us get rid of this stuff. Because we can grab our terrain stuff. Do this. Soften it at the edges. Lovely jubbly. Let's just do something here. Perfect. Alright, so we've got our kind of stuff going on. This feels lower. This particular bridgey bit feels lower than that. There we go. Whoa, I hadn't noticed that. That's kind of crazy. Do we need to make them all the same height as that? Okay, game. Game says no. Game says, what you doing? Right, we're gonna, yeah. I don't like that giant slopey hill. I want this to look at least slightly sensible. So let's get that going to that height. Let's get that going to that height. Thank you. Should have done this before, but oh well. We can probably drop that down a bit, so like this. But then this side here goes to that height. These two bits of the highway are different heights as well, which is a bit weird. Why have you done that? Why would you do that? It's so hilly. Why did I build it on a hill? It literally does not need to be anywhere near as high as I've got it going. can get this all nicely lowered. It's amazing. Everybody's happy. It's probably good. And all this can have all this keyboard elevation and everything removed. Lovely. Amazing. Perfect. Good. And we just need to get this back up again for the millionth time. Lovely, thank you very much. Ish. Faffing around in it. Being weird. I feel like there's a random bump here. Thank you so much. Get rid of this random little bump here somehow. That is it. Just kind of got rid of it. Okay, so it's not pretty, all of this stuff, but we can pretty up in a second. Everybody's a bit confused. Need to get rid of all these. Now, is this the game going slow, or is it just the traffic? I think this is the game going slow. Maybe because of all this massive amount of traffic. Can we get rid of the trees on the highway, please? I have to save because we've done quite a lot of important stuff. Yeah, I think the game is struggling. Because look at that, it's just bouncing between fast and slow and stuff. And this traffic jam is not helping. next thing I want to do is get this road here. It doesn't really need to, it's got a road going that way which everybody's now taking, so maybe it's not actually important. Shall we just demolish that and have a little legacy kind of connection, little stub to kind of pretend like, or tell us where it was used to be connected. I think it's a good idea. Right, so this is gonna be all lowered. There we go. Should all be able to be slopied. And there's a bit of a bump here. We can be able to move this without the game getting angry at me. Just get that pushed back. And then just soften all of that. And we'll get all that pushed back so that we can come along and soften it. I'm thinking is there are little bits of this where we will want to key wall it and stuff. Not everywhere. But for instance, maybe there, maybe this little section. That is what I want. That there. So this little bit here, where we've got this, we just pull this out this way like that. Soften on the ends a bit. But like that, just to protect that edge. How are they coping in here? It's just really slow going. So let's do my little trick of give them an extra lane to come off. We're going to do this. This is going to get expanded to be 3 lanes going up. And across the bridge. you like that. Apparently this is now not keyable or not elevated. Extra little lane to slip bird out onto. I might go crazy. Do I want to go crazy just because I get rid of this traffic jam? What about anywhere else in the city? What's traffic doing? That's kind of crazy. It's probably why the game's running slow. Yeah, it's just traffic everywhere. It's craziness. It's craziness. Right, I don't want people doing UEs. So remove unsafe, no UEs, please go elsewhere to do a U-turn. This is killing my computer. Right, while we're waiting for that to sort itself out, can we sort out any other traffic issues that we've got? Get things going through a bit faster. Well, roundabout doesn't work necessarily well. Literally got nobody blocking anywhere else. It's just slow. Where are you going? You are going left. So that's got a little workaround. The next massive traffic jam is this one over here, where folks are coming in. We've got a traffic light here. Should get rid of that traffic light. Let's make sure our priorities are correct on here. Yield, please. Actually, y'all can stop. You can yield. Let us get rid of crossings on here. There's plenty of other places to cross. No crossing on that, thank you. And then this could get upgraded to have asymmetric lanes. Let's do that one. No, let's come over here and do that one. Thank you. I kind of like these four ones. Just because it limits the number of lanes coming up, and you end up with exclusive lanes. It's a bit of a free for all now. Lots of people wanting to turn right. Can we click onto this, please? A lot of people wanting to go right down there. Let's reset that, has it? Because I've changed the road. Okay. are you going? You don't know. Okay. There's only a few people coming out because this road here could be like, just be crazy and just do that. There's just too many lanes. If that did that, and then literally that did that. Let us upgrade this back to this. Like that. We've got 3 lanes now coming out of here. I don't want you to go in that way. I want you to go this way. Like that. And everybody's just now confused. Don't need traffic lights there. Just keep going. Let's get rid of parking along here. Just so it doesn't look too messy. The issue is everybody's changing lanes now and it's just going so slow. There's literally no way of getting it to go faster. Because every time you slow it down, it just gets slow again. You know what, folks? I think we can come back to using this one because there's literally no. Actually, if we got any even. Do I switch it to be like that? Because then we get an extra lane. There's nobody, there's hardly anybody coming through there. Because that is... That's 3 and 1. I want 4 and 1, but anyway. It's clearing. You can see that it's clearing. So do we just bring this all the way back up here? Maybe we could use that one. Just to get that extra lane, but we don't need it coming that way. It's definitely coming through faster now. And we can see the game is now actually speeding up properly. I think we're getting there, folks. This stuff should be like zipping along, but obviously it's not. I'm going to try and remove these connections here because we just want folks coming in. Having a little crossroads right where we're trying to get people in is not helpful. Let us redraw this as an excuse. And you know what? I'm literally going to upgrade that to be asymmetric all the way down. have the potential here to, if we switch that to be a single direction like that. Actually, no, just leave as it is. I was going to say we could have an extra thingy bob, but who cares? Just make that all the same all the way down now. That's a weird angle. Perfect. So let's just get people in, let's get them onto here, let's get them deciding where they're going. This is what we want. This is what we want. No parking on that, so that's perfect. But yeah, look, people zipping along now. They freaking love it. You here need to yield, please. Because y'all get priority. Oh. That's not yielding, but anyway. Stop then, just literally stop. Because you don't understand yielding. Get out of the way. No, you don't need to stop, just keep going. Keep going. I think what we'll do as well while here is literally ban bicycles from this just in cases. No bikes along here, please. Don't want anybody getting any ideas. That's not stopping, is it? This was all the way back over there, and we are now slowly getting rid of it. How are we doing elsewhere? We now have a traffic jam over here. Excellent. Is this going into the car park as it always is? Nope, you're just getting confused by a roundabout. Excellent. many people at this bus stop? 681. Yowzers. Where are you going? Where are you going? You're moving away. Okay. Where do you live? Where's this? Here. Okay. You should have taken the subway. Just saying. So this is basically clearing up now. We have done some good work here. Just so many people everywhere. Right, this other section over here, where are we here, is completely gone. Everybody loves my little tunnel. Lovely. How about this mega queue that was here is all gone. Oh no, it's not. I'm looking here. It's all gone. It's all now. All this truck traffic is now in here. And that's just down to the speed that this thing can get people through. As long as it doesn't back up onto there, we're kind of okay. Could extend it. Make it a bit larger, perhaps. Which I might do now while I'm looking at it. So we will just extend this out so that it can hold a bit more traffic. Let's just draw them all the same way to begin with. If that went that way, that way, that way, that way, perfect, amazing. And up, 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 up. And then we get rid of these. Go, and then it's all schnuzzed up. Amazing. And then just a little tiny tweak here. Maybe we'll put this in. Or at least try to. There we go. Hey, Super Catboy, how you doing? How are you doing? We are struggling with traffic today in our city, so we are doing multiple things trying to get the traffic going. You can see that the game is running on full speed, and yet the simulation is chugging. I hope you're good. Did you try the ports DLC? We have tried the ports DLC. We have got over here, just ignore every single issue in the city. We've got a bit of a start of a port here. Go in. It's better for traffic? No. Well, when the ports thing first came out, it was awful for traffic. And then it got a bit better with a patch that they did. And now we've got the bikes in here, and the city has just died, basically. So I'm hoping that if we can get rid of these jams, that we will get better performance. There is a crazy jam now going on in here. Last patch fixed your traffic issues. Well, I'm glad that your traffic issues are fixed. It seemed like it made my yeah. It did. We've got craziness like this, and this is a crazy junction. This should never work. This was a roundabout that I took out, and it made it work for some reason, but now it's broken. So we will fix that. I'll try to at some point. But we've gotten rid of a couple of things. This was a traffic jam all the way back up here, and this is now cleared, and all this truck traffic is in here doing its thing. But yeah, the city is not too happy at the minute. Again, we are running on high speed and it's just crawling. I don't know whether the bikes in the city now are messing it up, because we can now see that we've got lots of bike traffic along here potentially, she says, and can't see a bike. There's a couple. So we've got bicycles and scooters now. Yeah, the simulation is chugging. How many dogs have you got? That's a lot of dogs. Debbie, you need to have fewer dogs. Just saying. 8 is a lot of dogs. Is that 8? 9. 9 dogs. Why have we got 9 dogs? Nine dogs is excessive, Lovey. Oh no, she's gonna get another dog. This is why the simulation is slow, because it's full of dogs. That's a lot of people and dogs in that house. Where is your house? Where are you going? What? Why are you walking there? From over here. Where was she? She was on this road. Was it this road? Yeah. Oh, is she getting in the car? She's getting in her car. Okay. I'll let her off. She's got her and 8 dogs in that car. 9 dogs. No wonder it's going slow. It's full of dogs. 9 dogs in a smart car. It's a choice. It's a choice. That's it. You do a Yui. The dog's probably driving. She's got a dog in the passenger seat. She'll have at least 5 on the back, and then maybe 3 in the boot. Yeah, 9 dogs in a car. Anyway, let's not get distracted by dogs in cars. How is stuff going? It's speeding up. I feel like it, and it slows down a bit more. That extension I just did though has helped to get this truck traffic away from the exit, which is good. Right. It's a bit difficult to see with all these little ambulance thingy bobs. What's going on here? This is all backed up because of this, which is all backed up because of this. That's people getting confused. It's a bit difficult trying to figure out where the head of this traffic is, because this is just people not understanding roundabouts. So what we're going to do is, clearly you can't be trusted to use roundabouts, so we're going to get rid of that one. And shall we make this a no right turn road? We will try and get this to make mathematical sense. What have we got? We've got 3 lanes going that way. And then doofy. I'm glad all this traffic is disappearing, because it's not going to get any better quicker. Folks, that is excessive. 1,000 people waiting for the buses. I think that's just because the buses can't get through, so there's literally no service coming. I've got a subway under here somewhere. There's so much showing up I can't see. Got a subway stop over there. Which should be letting people get around to these stops and stuff. And yet they love the bus. Make a metro underground. I do have a metro. I've got a subway going. We've got a subway. Let's just check it to make sure it's got enough things on it. It's got stuff. It's doing its thing. Let's make it free. I probably need to get a stop over here potentially, because there's a stop. You can see it going underground, and there's a stop over here. I need to delete buses. I do. I surely do. I think their issue with the buses is the fact that the buses can't get to them because they're literally sat in traffic. Right, let's grab that bus there. How many buses are actually on this route anyway? There's 7 buses on it. They're using the buses, it's just they can't get to them because of traffic. But that is now blocking the thingy up. Right, this bus route is going. Because it is no good. Eastgate Park 201. The 201 is going. Sorry, you can use the subway. Go use the subway. Can you ask me a personal thing? Sure, of course. A little bit of both, in fact. My blockers are injections and my estrogen is pills. Which is probably more specifically what you want to know. Did I see any health effects? Yes, a whole bunch. Let's just figure out where these lanes are all going. That's the spaghetti. How many people? We've got lots of people coming through, so let's get rid of that right turn there, and literally you can go to every single one. Why are you going in unsafe? Got lots of traffic going through, so let's get rid of that and do that. What did I say last? Yes, I saw lots of health effects, yes. Kind of a lot. And it was a lot to begin with, and then I've been on HRT meds for, what year is it? 15 years now. So the effects have kind of slowed down and stuff. And the changes and all the things that happen. Yeah, it's a very long time. Hoping that if we did that, it would... I'm not entirely sure what you're asking in terms of what exactly you're talking about. I've just mucked up my lane. I just did, but anyway. Would it be better? Would it be better? You know what? This overhaul can get upgraded again. Just have more lanes, folks. More lanes for everybody. Because then the issue is people getting out. Because this queue's going all the way up here now, so maybe this is something we need to fix. That goes all the way to here, and then this is just loads of people. So this road here needs to potentially become, let's just do 3. Okay, see, I've not had any harmful effects, is the thing. At all, in the slightest. It's all been good. I have lots of blood tests to make sure I'm okay and none of that kind of stuff is happening, but I have not had any problems at all. And as I say, I've been on them for 15 years. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think with anything that you do, with any kind of medical stuff, you need to have decent care and have good doctors and stuff. He's very busy. Do we need a bridge over the top? So many people going for a walk. It would be helpful to swap this to be asymmetric at the very least. Same with this. How's this traffic? It's now down here. It was over on this side of the bridge and it's now over here. So we're getting somewhere with that. There's not many people turning, which is good. It kind of, this traffic is now stemming from whatever's happening down here. Have we got any traffic lights causing any nonsense? Lots of people turning right there. To go down that way. So let us let's do this. Extra lane, why not? We've just got lots of pedestrians everywhere. Let's say that on this particular junction they can't cross here because we've got a crossing a bit further up there. So why cross here? Let's have a look at this road. Nobody's turning there because it's a one-way. I might also say no crossing there, please. Just cross further down. Like cross there, maybe. Yeah, this is all cleared up, it's all perfect. It's all running good. It's even down to here now. Which is grand. Let's have a look at, I did do some bike stuff before over here. How many bikes have we got in this? Loads of bikes. Loads of bikes at the train station. Not many bikes on the streets, but that's fine. You removed all the traffic lights. Yeah, we don't generally have lots of traffic lights. We have lots of roundabouts in this city because me being British, I'm very into roundabouts. I love a roundabout, but we just need to sort out some of these issues. Really, this kind of looks like it should be some kind of crazy one-way system. In all fairness. Which you would expect in a town like this and stuff. Because if we... So that's a one-way thing there. If we made all this one-ways like this, then why have I made it one-way road? That's crazy. I'm not paying attention. And then this was all one way like that. Because then this here could become one way. And then we literally just go one way all the way up there like that. What's that moaning about? The bus doesn't like it. We don't have buses anymore. We've removed the buses. Stop moaning. Unless there's another bus route here. What bus are you? Hello friend, who are you? You're the other one. Okay, go away. Everybody's now confused. And quite rightly. So this is going to go that way. I might do that. Just have to wait for people to do UEs and turn around and stuff. Another little shipping thing. Success. Just ignore all the wobbly water. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Can we get a path through here? No, because it's buildings. Okay, fine. Get a path through there. And you're probably going to not let me take that off. Nope, we're not doing that. How annoying. Anarchy. Nope. You didn't like that because you want me to do this properly. do that. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that alone now. Alright, 285. Lots of people not knowing what they're doing. So few people actually coming out this way.
And maybe I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible cliche, but it's true. I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Hi Shay, thank you for cleaning your daily sausage roll, my love. Please enjoy it with one or both hands. Big fan. Big fan of you, Shay. Hope you are well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Yeah, it doesn't work. You just woke up? Let's go, just waking up. Right, so there's nothing here now, it's just literally people getting all confused here. We've got a traffic light here, which we definitely don't want. Just check there's not been traffic lights along here or anything, which there probably are. We don't need them. I'm putting traffic lights on these crossings so I can get the crossings to work. Right, so this is no longer blocking this anyway. So that's moving through faster, that's all gone. That's going down. This is all just super duper backed up and is only going to clear when all this clears. The issue is this has just got lots of stuff in it. And until one of these arms clears, it's not really going to clear. And there's nothing to fix other than just leaving it. It's just a shame that the game is crawling, which I'm assuming is not actually the traffic's fault then. Really, it's probably a million people walking around. And you know what? I think we are going to have to... I'm hoping there's not a load of people still stood at bus stop over here. Good. Let us... Any bus stops... routes that are on here, we need to get rid of them. Harbour Wharf, for instance. Let's get rid of Harbour Wharf. People love it, but go away. Get rid of that. These two can go. What else have we got? Eastgate Harbour can go. The rest of these are not on this island. And basically, I have a lot less buses because we have a subway stop over here anyway. So the subway comes off, so this can all be serviced by the subway metro, and we can literally come around and like demolish all the bus stops. I think is the plan. Let's get rid of absolutely everything on here except for bus stops. Because buses did us really well to begin with, but we are struggling with them. And it might be adding more subway stops and stuff. But I think we're pretty good for subways because we got one there, one there, one there. Yeah. And the old tiny thing, which is just tricky to get to. Can I go on the big bubble at the top? I can. Obviously everybody's unhappy with me. But you're after going to take the subway instead. Jeez. Which is one more thing I planned on looking at today and I didn't. So hopefully if we do all these fast we can have a quick look at the subway assets that we've got in this update. I wanted to see if there was a smaller depot or something. Yeah, they're very upset with me because I'm demolishing bus stops. But yeah, that's all the bus stops off the island taken off, except for that one. Lovely. So let us go back onto our subways and make sure that they are free. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So now we can see that it's now up to 2,700 people on it, which I think wasn't anywhere near that before. So it's a good plan that we've done. Super convoy, very smart. Love to see it. Lots of taxis everywhere, which is annoying. But that's part of what I need to do with my transit, is get a bit of a transit overhaul going. Right, subway thing before I finish. we have our subway depot here. I thought I'd seen a video where there is a new subway yard. A little tiny one. And they're all stations, so we have this little tiny subway yard, as opposed to this giant one. Can only hold 5, but it's tiny in comparison. So I'm literally gonna trash that, because what I'm thinking is if we have this more space we should be able to get a train station in here, which would be perfect for the industrial area. So we get rid of all this subway metro stuff. That can stay. And we're going to need a little road, I think. So let's draw a road in. Put all the way back to that, perhaps. Then in here, in this. Oh, it's that way around, is it? Interesting. Okay, get rid of that then. So we're going to need 2, so we might as well pop 2 in. But then we can... Can we join these together? Like that. And then we will... Let's do this. Doof, doof, doof. Like that. So it's tiny in comparison. And really it could get pulled this way, but I've built it now, so it's a bit late. But then we can get like a train station in here. Like, not a massive one, but some kind of train station. Maybe just a little one like that. Is there a benefit of pushing it back that way? Probably. Or do we leave space for extra subway things? Let's leave space for extra subway things, why not? And then we can have a train route that literally just comes down here. Not even going to make it complicated. Well, that's ugly at the top. That or ugly. And now that's made that ugly. Can't win. I'll tidy up that at some point anyway, but we have a nice lovely train stop there. I'm not sure if we have got the bread route, but I'm not sure that that is necessarily what we'd want. So it's this green one, is it? Yeah. Goes all the way to out of town. It's not going to be able to get into here without me doing something. Do I care about it right now? Or do I just do something super ugly for the minute? Just ignore how ugly all this is, because we will pretty it up. It's ridiculous. Ish. So that's not how it's going to look, but anyway. But we can let's get rid of that so I can see what I'm doing. But we can then come in here, grab this, and grab that. And hopefully that will help people get over here a bit easier. But yeah. But we've done some stuff today. We've done some stuff. How fast is the game going now? Nothing, because I paused it. How fast is it going now? It's not. It's not. It's going. It's not. It's yeah. I think there's probably a patch going to come soon or something. They're just going to say we've fixed the simulation because it's not good. But we did some stuff. That's looking better. That's looking better. This is still not sorted, but I had to pause the game, so I'll let it off. But yeah, that is it for today, I think, folks. Let's save this. Thank you very much. I will switch over here. Exit that. There we go. Come on, computer. Thank you. This is what you have when you have two computers. Right, I will be back on Sunday, my Sunday morning, and we will do probably The Sims again, because The Sims has been cute and fun and lovely. I know exactly where we're going to go. We are going to go raid my friend Annie Crevice, because she is currently doing a F1 race, but in a championshipy thing. It's amazing, and it's cute, and it's cool. So we're going to rate Annie the trans icon that she is. So please come along and say hello to her, but please let's try not to be distracting, shall we? So let us do a little funny custom made message. Let's do this. A little step emote like that. And I'll copy it for myself. But there we go. But yeah, thank you everybody who was here. Thank you for everybody cleaning the dusty sausage rolls. I'll see y'all on Sunday. But yeah, bye bye.